Alright, so this is gonna be the review. This is gonna be the review of the massive Sega NP9570. Just got a load of that thing. It's humongous. Right next to it I got the NP8130, my old laptop. And put it kind of like right next to there so you can see, they're on the same level. This thing is like huge. It's kind of dwarfs the book. This is a 15-inch. Right there is a 17-inch. Nearly 3 inches, like 3.5 inches thick on the back, I think, with the feet. Ginormous. Got two massive 300-watt power bricks, 300 watt each, which you need for this particular setup. I suppose you don't really need it, but you could end up needing those that sort of power because this particular setup has a desktop i7 as well as two GPUs in it. Go ahead and show you my Windows experience score right here. So this particular computer is running at, or gets a 7.7 for the Windows experience score. Of course, it's determined by the lowest score, which in this case it happens to be the processor. This computer, specifications for this computer, the processor is Intel i7-3820. That's a desktop processor, not a mobile version. It is the actual X79 Sandy Bridge E-type processor. It's clocked at 3.6 gigahertz. It goes up to 3.8 gigahertz. I've not overclocked it or anything like that. It's standard 3.6 to 3.8 stock. I got 16 gigs of quad channel memory in here. For the graphics, it has two Nvidia GTX 680M cards in an SLI configuration. And I just did go ahead and download the brand new drivers that just came out from Nvidia probably not even an hour ago, which give you extra performance in BioShock Infinite and Tomb Raider. Already got BioShock Infinite loaded on here through Steam, preloaded, and it's ready to go as soon as midnight ticks over the night. So definitely gonna be playing that for like at least an hour or something like that. Do gotta work super early tomorrow. And for the hard drives, I got right now two Intel solid state drives. I got two Intel 520 series solid state drives, 120 gig each, and they're running in a RAID 0 configuration. This laptop actually has room for 3 hard drive bays. I have a third one on order through Amazon. It's a Samsung 840 series 500 gigabyte solid state drive. So gonna go ahead and install that probably at the end of the week as soon as I get it. So this will be like a super duper fast system. It already, and I'll probably show you in this review, it can already boot Windows in like about 10 seconds as soon as you get past the BIOS menu. One of the things I want to show you is something that I really like about Sega and Xotic PC. They're the vendor that I chose to go through to get this particular laptop. There's going to be links in the bottom of the description for Sega as well as Xotic PCs to where you can get this particular notebook. This configuration is over 3,000, but you can get this starting at like $2,000, and it will give you the 3820 as well as the a GTX 670 MX, I believe, a single one. But anyway, when you get anything from Sega, you don't get any bloatware or anything like that. They only give you what you specify, what you tell them to give you. So like everything here, is most of these applications I think I installed on my own, like Frap, Steam, Chrome, all that's me, you play, me for the Far Cry 3. Gameplay reviews are also going to be linked to in the description. They were made with another camera that has a super duper bad hiss, so they might be a little bit hard to watch. As soon as I get my new camera, I'll go ahead and try to re-record some of the gameplay videos. I don't really like using fraps because it kills your frame rate. Couple of benchmark programs there, Intel XTU to overclock the processor if I feel that I want to get a little bit more power, but that's it. The keep safe is for a little fingerprint scanner right next to the mouse pad buttons. You got your sound programs that were pre-installed, the Cyberlink Media Suite for the Blu-ray disc drive that's in here, Blu-ray read drive, DVD, CD write, and you got the webcam software as well. You got a 2 megapixel, I believe, webcam up here. Loads of ports. You got 2 USB ports over here. You got your input ports over here, SPDIF. You got your microphone in, out, headphone. I forget what the fourth one is. Over here you got your display port. You got 2 display ports. You got your gigabit Ethernet in. You got 3 USBs. This one and this one. And this is a USB 3 / eSATA combo. And you got your FireWire. So all 3 of these 2 here, and this one are USB 3 in. And then this is your combo right there. Again, I said fingerprint scanner. You got a really good keyboard here, no give at all. Backlit. Also, like right here, this bar across the top where all these buttons are kind of touch. You can touch them like, for example, right here, it's capacitive. So if I wanted to turn up the volume, I just put my finger there, and then you can see, whoops, you can see the little volume icon come up. So it works for the camera as well as the Wi-Fi and the Bluetooth, just like that. You got a full number pad. One of my gripes though is I really wish that they would have extended this or done something to where you can get the full 0 instead of just having like that one button right there. I kind of have to constantly think, okay, I got less room for the 0. I'm used to typing on the full 10 key. But I mean, other than that, is a full number pad. Finally got the full plus equal sign. You got your actual number lock button there. I'll show you what I've been used to on this was, yeah, you had your number pad, but you got enter down here. You still got the problem with the 0 there. And your number lock, you had to use the function key to get to on my old HTWingNunt. So it is a big improvement. I'd rather have it like this than anything else. Let's see. So sound wise, this is the one thing that this is the one thing that the notebook does not excel at. Go ahead and play a more bass heavy song. If I can find one. By this particular song here. And I'll kind of show you what I did to improve the sound quality a little bit. Was I played around with the speaker saying, like, you can hear like the bass line coming through, but it doesn't really sound like it's got kicking bass or anything like that. So like what I've done was I came here, the speaker configuration, and you have the ability to swap the center channel with a subwoofer, which makes it sound a little bit more rich. I go ahead and stop that. Another thing you can do to try to improve the sound is you come over here and you enable room correction, and you can up the decibel rating for every speaker. so that makes it a little bit more manageable. Overall, I'm not gonna go and take apart the back or anything like that. We'll show you what the underside looks like, but if you want to see what the back, what everything looks like underneath, you can go ahead and check out the Xotic PC review, which I'll link to in the description. Let me go ahead and remove the power supply. All right. So yeah, it's got 4 massive fans. 2 for the CPU, 1 for each GPU. Try to keep it cool. It's got pretty good sized feet underneath to try to raise it up a bit. Oh, did forget to mention that it's got a haven't had a lot of success using it, but it does have a 9-in-1 in for SD card right there, and this is really hard to just one hand because the thing weighs 12 pounds, but you got fans all across the back. So overall, and as gameplay videos that I recorded, links also in the description. Overall, if I were to put a number or a score on this particular laptop, I'd probably end up giving it something like an 8 out of 10. Mainly because of the sound, you just don't expect to have, bad sound. I shouldn't say bad sound, but you don't expect to have, issues with your sound when you've paid, so much for a laptop. I'll go ahead and show you a reboot right here real quick so you can see how quickly this machine boots before I go ahead and cut this review. See how quickly it shuts down. I did recently install a Windows update, so it might try to sneak one of those in. But yeah, the sound thing is one of the gripes that I had with this particular notebook, but everything else, I mean, it's just, really good. The keyboard is great. So you got the RAID configuration, BIOS, whatever coming up, and here we go. It's about to start Windows here. And it's ready to go. Went ahead, scanned my finger, boom, there it is. You got Steam instantly updating. It's like one of the things that I could always tell my old laptop was okay. It's ready to go 100% when Steam is ready to go. So that's like instantaneous. So yeah, really do love this computer. Check out my links in the bottom of the description. For some of the gameplay videos. I apologize for the audio quality on some of those gameplay videos. It's kind of bad because of my camera. I'm gonna get a new camera, so I will try to re-record those for you, so that you don't have to listen to that annoying hiss or anything like that. But yeah, really great computer. Definitely give it, solid 8 out of 10. It runs pretty much everything in ultra, ultimate, very high, whatever, turned up all the way. Only thing this particular notebook would have trouble running is Crysis 3, with just every single notch ticked up all the way to the highest settings. So expect more. Expect probably a gameplay video of BioShock tomorrow, but it's my review of the notebook, and y'all have an excellent day. I'm gonna go ahead and game a little bit more.